What's up, guys? I'm Sean Barubi. This is my boy Vargas, and we love watching Hot Facts with Robert Reese.
With Robert Reese. With Robert Reese. Come and get them.
We don't know who got that laser up there. I don't want to be alive if people go start doing nuclear get-backs or even playing games like that. I don't want to see that shit. What's up, JB?
What's up, man? Hope you're doing good, man. I do want to get in on this. I do want to get on this Russia shit, though. First of all, let's go back to 1997. NATO and Russia had a treaty. The deal was simple. NATO was not supposed to expand east, and they kept expanding. This is why Putin, to me, is the greatest leader in the world, and this is why Russia is in no way at fault here. And if the United States keeps fucking with them, then they deserve everything that they could potentially get. At the end of this, the deal was they were not supposed to go any further east. And since 1997, all they have done is go east. So imagine if China or an alliance like NATO that hated America we had a deal with them. You cannot be on our borders. You cannot be in Canada. You cannot be in in Mexico. But yet they kept getting closer and closer up through Guatemala, all this shit. And so what I mean is, it's basically what you have is Russia was pushed to the very edge. And now they have some of the biggest militaries in the world that have openly said that they want to destroy Russia on the Russian border. Russia is the last great spot in Europe. And if Russia falls, Europe falls. It's just the truth. Everywhere else is being diluted through multiculturalism and immigration. Russia and Ukraine and that general region right there, those areas are 98.9% white Europeans. And I'm bringing race into this because we're talking about Europe and Europeans.
Yeah.
If it falls, there's nothing left. So Russia cannot fall. The United States' entire premise behind all this, they wanted to destroy the Soviet Union. That happened. The Soviet Union fell. But now they want to take it even more and more by inching right up onto their asshole. And then basically they eventually want to do regime change in Russia like they do everywhere else.
That's it. See, I agree with you fully on all of that, and that's why I use the term new alliance taking over, even though it's not new. They put in there, like you said, the inching closer and closer. Yeah, people, that's like I was saying, you want to try to do something here, we'll get a little bit closer than you to get closer there. That's what it is, and the closer you get, you're gonna have the ability to try to put pressure on to make them have to do something. Because while that's going on, NATO is doing what they do. They go and they gain these other people and gain other countries, all these little small ones, and then small ones join together and make something big to make something huge. Now, China and Russia are not with that shit. Okay? China and Russia ain't with that shit. China is like, we want to be your boss and you can do whatever the fuck you want, then we'll come and smash you out. Russia is like, we just leave us alone and we don't gotta fuck with you. Just leave us alone. Just leave us alone.
And here's another thing you got to think of, man. I want you to think of all the powerful, strong leaders throughout history, whether you like them or not. We're talking about Stalin. We're talking about Mussolini. We're talking about Hitler. We're talking about Saddam Hussein. We're talking about now Vladimir Putin. If only one of these people has ever had nuclear weapons. Kim Jong-un, I get it. People are nervous about him, but Kim Jong-un, he's got his own shit over there. By the time Kim Jong-un tries to pop some shit off, Japan and Australia will have him eaten up. However, when you have the China-Russia-Iranian alliance, and you have this axis of evil. And so this is unlike any strongman leader we've ever faced. So you can't do to him what you did to even Hitler or anybody. First of all, people need to remember who beat Hitler. It was the Soviets. It was not the Americans. The Soviets are the ones that actually defeated Adolf Hitler. However, if Adolf Hitler or any of these, Stalin, anybody, would have had nukes back then, they would have used them. Mussolini would have used them. And so now, right now, you have Vladimir Putin, who is now considered an international criminal based on everything that's happened. They consider his war with Ukraine terrorism. So what do you think is going to happen when they try to de-seat this man? This man is backed up against the wall. He can't go anywhere because he's considered an international criminal. What would you do if you had the button? I know I'd push it.
I'm about to push that shit. Look, I'm about to push that shit. A lot of y'all may not like that, but you gotta think about it. Just look at Gaddafi and all when they were doing their thing. They said we going down with the ship and we go fight. We go fight. We go push the button. Push the button. That's all we got left. That's all you got left. So you can't blame them for wanting to think like that. But see, this is where this is where it's all crazy, because you gotta think about, you know, religion and money, and people are like, that's not what it is. Well, yes, it is.
Come and get them hot facts. Robert Reese. Come and get them hot facts.